Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your mid-month tune-up for March 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM, and we can certainly set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Sagittarius for the middle of March 2022? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages you have will be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. What are the general energies you see for Sagittarius? We have the Eight of Swords and the upright. I'm sorry that these are late. I apologize for that. I got caught up in something that I couldn't avoid, but here I am. Challenge position for Sagittarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Make sure you click on the link below for your Vimeo link below for your weekly extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and your health in there specifically. Challenges, Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Advice, we have the Temperance card in the upright. And how will Sagittarius be moving forward? Okay, Ten of Cups in the upright. Make sure you check out my playlist. In there are your 2022 Sun Moon predictions. That's as close as you can get to a personal reading without getting one. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. So, all right. We have the Ten of Cups in the upright as a clarifier. That just kind of came out. So, general energies, we have the Eight of Swords here in the upright, and I feel as though for a really long time you've been in your own trappings, so to speak, okay? Mental trappings, kind of the way you think is kind of making you fall into the same exact situation time after time, whether it's the same contract, the same place where you work, the same relationship, and that seems to be a pattern for you that seems to be happening. Now, it's of your own choosing. The Six of Swords usually is. It's you making a mental choice to restrict yourself in a certain way. But I feel as though from this card, somebody's going to kind of get through to you this month. So you see that person kind of, cutting away the ribbons, so to speak. I feel like there's going to be some a good Samaritan or something like that. May not be a romantic interest necessarily, but just somebody that really makes you see a different point of view. And causes you to break out of this kind of mold that you've been kind of creating for yourself. I'm going to get back to that clarifier. I'm just going to go ahead and say this, and then I'll go back and do clarifiers. The challenge position is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, which means your challenge is changing your situation. You always seem to just cycle through the same thing over and over again. And at any point, you can improve your situation. At any point, you can kind of spin the wheel and decide to do things differently. You can decide to take a risk or whatever you want to do, or you can create milestones for you to, milestones for you to achieve, or you could create your own luck. But for some reason, it's in the challenge position, so you're not choosing to do that. You're just playing it safe, saying, this is what I know, this is how I am, this is what I'm going to stick to, because that's a safe way to go. Okay, so that's the challenge. Advice, we have your card, the card of Temperance in the upright. And this is a card of what they're saying is that you need to be really kind of patient with yourself. You need to find peace. Whatever you're doing right now is not working for you. However you've been doing it is not working for you. So it's time for you to kind of, sometimes everything around us changes and we just don't realize it. It's time to look around you, see everything that you have around you, and how are you going to blend that all to kind of make it work for you, to create a new situation where everything's kind of balanced, everything's moderated, everything's calm, peaceful, and you're in a really good place. That's what they're trying to say, because, things have changed around you, so you need to change along with them for the better. As you move forward, Ten of Cups in the upright is a great indication of things to come, because the Ten of Cups in the upright is being very fulfilled, very content in something, whether it's work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's whether it's within family. This is a card of having a very happy family, very close-knit family. Everybody is in harmony. The family could include a romantic partner. Also, it could be the people that you work with, or what have you. and you just, you know, emotionally you can't be happier, you can't be more prosperous, you can't be more fulfilled. So I almost feel as though if you break out of this rut that you continually fall into, great things will await you as you move on from this reading. Why is the Eight of Swords here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. I think it's due to this person. I think somebody is going to kind of, you know, touch you during this period of time, not physically, but just kind of, and say to you, you can be happy. And I feel like they're going to show you the way. They're going to show you how to take those trappings off, those mental trappings that you have off, and just kind of cast them away and come out a totally different person. Three of Wands in the upright indicates to me them showing you there's lots of opportunities out there. If you expand your vision, there's lots of different ways that you can think. There's lots of places you can be. There's lots of places you can go to. There's lots of people you haven't dated yet. So I really think this person's opening up your vision, like to you know, all those ships that are out there in the sea, all the opportunities that await you that you've been disallowing yourself to kind of have because of like this mold you're putting yourself into. And this person's going to be the King of Cups, somebody that's very kind, someone that's very understanding, someone that's very mature, someone that's a very good listener, someone that could be a great friend, could be a great partner, could be a, you know, patriarch of some type, or somebody that's really good at mediating things. So this person is esteemed for their maturity in the emotional realm, and I feel as though they're very empathetic to your plight that you're kind of going through, and they're going to lend you a hand in getting out of it. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here in the upright? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Okay, so we had the Eight of Cups in the reverse. That's an indication that, like I said, you don't want to take any risks. You keep on going back to the same way that you've been doing things because you think it serves you somehow, or you think it makes you feel comfortable somehow. But the Queen of Cups in the reverse just kind of indicates that it just takes you to a really bad, negative emotional space. And your emotions end up being all over the place, and then you kind of beat up on yourself a little bit, and you know, it's just a vicious cycle, I feel. And you're having a hard time with the Ten of Wands just putting this down, saying, I don't need to carry around this burden anymore. I don't need to, you know, carry around this weight that I've created for myself on my shoulders. But you know, in the challenge position, you have an inability to do that, to release it and just say, hey, I don't need to carry, you know, be dragging around this chain with me anymore. Why is the Temperance card here in the upright for advice? Who is this person? Okay, we have the World card. So they're saying it is time to close out this chapter of your life. You've gotten everything you're going to get out of the way that you were before. And it's gotten everything that you're going to get. You're not going to get anything more out of it. So it's just better to decide, okay, enough of that. Now it's time for me to move on to this new set of challenges, embrace things to come, and move forward and do things differently on a huge scale, like a global scale, worldly scale, so to speak. They're saying that somebody's awaiting you. Two of Cups in the upright. I mean, if you do this, after you do this, this will be somebody who is your soulmate, someone who is someone who you can have a deep commitment with, somebody who is the yin to your yang. They mirror your soul, someone you feel very harmonious with. It could even be like a colleague or a friend or a business partner. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but once you kind of, you know, do the things that they're advising you to do, this is what's coming to you, and they're telling you this is what awaits you. But it's not, you know, with what you kind of have going on right now. Three of Pentacles in the upright tells me for some reason you're going to be more productive. You're going to want to work with other people. You're going to take great pride in working with a team and a collaborative effort and things being recognized, but only if you kind of embrace change and kind of make this happen and decide to do things differently. Why is the Ten of Cups here in the upright as Sagittarius has moved forward? Who's this person? What's this energy? Two of Swords in the reversed. Death card. Okay, so So what's going on here is with the Two of Swords in reverse, I think you're realizing that if you just kind of continue to do things the way that you are, there's nothing but negativity that's going to come out of it. You know, so it's going to be, you know, something could happen one way, it's going to be negative, it happens the other way, it's going to be negative. And I feel as though you decide with the Death card in the upright, which is the card of Scorpio, to kind of break out of that, just have a rebirth and say, that's the way that I did things before. I don't have to choose to continue to do things that way. And again, I feel like there's an influencer over here that's going to really make you think differently in regards to that, however you kind of get those messages. And the Queen of Swords in the upright indicates that you're going to see like this huge, bigger picture of how everything is going to fall into place after you do this. And you're going to be able to look at it, you know, with intellect. Okay, so you're not going to be looking at it emotionally, you're going to be looking at your future that lies ahead of you, and it's going to look clear and bright and truthful and authentic. It's actually going to be almost like a authentic you. I almost feel like what you were doing before isn't who you really were. It was what you kind of did because it was comfortable to you. But I see you really kind of breaking out of that as we move forward from this reading. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can certainly set that up. Otherwise, make sure you click on the link below for your weekly extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and your health in there. In my playlist are your 2022 Sun Moon predictions, as close to a personal reading as you can get without getting one. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, like, share, subscribe, donate. Otherwise, I will see you in the Vimeo. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.